Go down the checklist and just make one of everything. Jake, I trust thy time at Muriel Agronomics did bear fruit. Our own efforts, too, were rewarded. We now possess an embarrassment of educational riches. No doubt our guests' relentless pursuit of knowledge could occupy them and us for a fortnight. Alas, time is of the essence. Let us return to the Sharlayan hamlet forthwith. I shall gladly attend to each and every Lopporit there, should further questions within my power to answer arise. Off we go, Growing Way. Aww. Aww. Oh, I'm kind of sad that we missed getting to talk to Growing Way then. What did we miss? Cuisine. It's literally like the chocobos. Cuisine. Yes, the crafting bucket list. It's fun just to go down the list and try to hit everything. I guess we could teleport and save ourselves a little bit of effort. Because we're not going to the Ondo Cup, so we're just going to say no to that. I know you need to personally gather at least one of anything you want the retainers to gather. And that was also going to be a fun side quest, but I just don't do enough with retainers, time-wise, to be able to do that. Get one of everything, but that would be helpful in the long run, especially if you're trying to just hard grind something. Or you're trying to make stuff for other people. That's good, too. What's wrong, Growing Way? Yes, Jake, that was indeed me verbalizing a sigh to express my emotional state. Do you want to know why? Because I saw the reconstructed environmental data for Aetherius at Logisticon Alpha, that's why. The reconstructed environmental data for Aetherius. A forest so lovely and so leafy. Are all your forests like that? The Black Shroud is quite leafy indeed, a place of utmost tranquility. They're verdant, at least. The trees of Dravania stand particularly proud. You should see the forest of the first. One was purple! Oh, that's actually a fun answer. All of these are great answers. Can we say all of them? But I'm going to go with Dravania. I found Dravania just to be an awesome, awesome environment to wander around. I still think about the first time that I was, like, going through environments. Dravania's cool. They will get eaten by a dragon, but, you know, sacrifices must be made. That is a sacrifice I'm willing to make. I think it's the grandeur of the trees in Dravania. Gasp! Gasp, I say! With a star so wonderful, it comes as no surprise that you're reluctant to leave it behind. I was a fool to think otherwise. To assume that the moon was something worth being proud of. Oh no! The moon is worth being proud of. Those two things aren't mutually exclusive. How ridiculous we must seem to you. Trying so hard, yet achieving so little. Aww, give him a pat on the head. Not at all. Thy works are no less worthy for their uniqueness. I thought I heard tiny voices. Thancred. Oh, sorry, it's Yorianje. Thancred. How didst thou fare? Oh, I was able to glean a fair bit from the researchers while helping to move their cargo. Preparations have proceeded without interruption here, despite news of the coming end. We have the forum's leadership to thank for that. It doesn't mean people aren't worried, though. Quite the opposite. Knowing disaster could strike at any moment, they hurried to complete their work, equally aware that a single error could be the difference between life and death. We can hardly tell them there's no cause for concern. Yeah, they didn't gasp, they just said gasp, gasp again. Especially like, you probably wasn't, it was probably literally, sigh. Perhaps not. Though aided by our goodly Growing Way, we may yet find other ways to lighten their burden. Me? Be of use to people? I'm honored that you would think me so capable, but I'm not sure that I'm up for the challenge. Nevertheless, I believe in thee. That's why your name is Growing Way, because you can grow to, you know, handle the challenges. If you say so, I suppose it can't hurt to try. Do or do not. There is no try. I passed someone mopping in the Western Plaza that looked to be in need of a helping paw. Perhaps you might... Oh, moping. Perhaps you might start with him. 'Tis as good a place as any. Come. I mean, they could have been mopping as well. Moping, mopping. Mop-oping. Look at all these people viewing cutscenes. Are these all the people that are trying to finish Endwalker before Dawn Trail comes out? Like, oh yeah, I gotta catch up super quick. Didn't they also, like, release the, yeah, there's a bunch here. Lisa as well. They, didn't they make a certain section of the game free as well? Maybe. Oh yeah, we gotta be ready. Only up to Stormblood. Yeah, but that might have gotten people into it enough that they then continue forward, right? Free trial up to Stormblood convinced a lot of people to maybe join, and then now they're trying to finish up. But jumping from Stormblood all the way to Endwalker would be a lot of grinding. Here's the guy who's mopping, though I don't see a mop in his hands. He does kind of have a mop of hair, though. Can I help you? We're trying to see if we can help you and cheer you up. It is you who want to help me. Is my anxiety truly so obvious? A burden shared is a burden eased. Pray tell us of thy troubles. Oh, it's Katara's boyfriend with the green hair. Those little fellows do look like good listeners. I'm an engineer, you see. And what they say of the ship, that it's the sum of decades of Sharlayan ingenuity, that it's built with peerless, elegant technology, is all true. But I know that none of it's a guarantee. We've never before launched a starfaring vessel, let alone flown it to the great expanse. All the tests we've run have been on the ground. Only operational personnel and cargo will be aboard the first voyage, but even so, if it fails us, then what can we do? And if it doesn't, it could fall apart on the next flight, or the one after that. We've done everything we can to prevent that from happening, but it hardly matters. We thought the ether burner's design was flawless too, and look how that turned out. It's the anxiety of the what if. The big questions of what if, what if, what if, what if, which you can drown in an infinite amount of anxiety-filling what ifs. Thou art familiar with these most daunting technologies, and thus dost thou hold the power to allay his fears. It's just the green hair. I think people are catching up on their alt characters for Dawn Trail. That's possible. I'm not sure about that, but, well... Maybe you could tell me if there are aspects of the ship's design that you're especially worried about. Our ability to walk about and perform our tasks, for one. I've devised a means by which to employ gravity. A spatiotemporal spell to regulate the environment. But what if it's not strong enough? What if everyone floats away and begins crashing into things as soon as we've left the star? Gravitation. Maybe I can be of help after all. Up there is not so different from down here, you see. The same rules apply, and if you consider them as part of one great big cosmos rather than separate places... And thus the discussion begins. You just gotta spin the ship fast. I suspect both parties shall find comfort in this conversation. Yet if Thancred's tale be true, still others would benefit from insights born of experience. Might I prevail upon the Lopporits to attend them? An excellent idea, if I do say so myself. There is naught we'd like more than to ease the hearts of the fine people of Aetheris, and learn more about them while we're at it. And their carrots. Full glad am I to hear it. Gather thy companions and bring them hither. Jake, thou hast a gift for finding souls in need of succor. Pray seek thee out the distressed and the apprehensive, and inform them that help is at hand. I shall await them here, that I might introduce each to a suitable Lopporit. Time to gather an army of depressed people. Oh, I do so look forward to that. A place for every Lopporit, and every Lopporit in their place. Alright. Excuse me, do you have the sad? You don't look too sad. Probably should not interrupt you. Alright. Do you have the sad? You look pretty level-headed to me. I like your hairstyle. Concerns? Nay, there's no point in worrying at this stage. It'll only make the work go that much slower. Seems to be coping well enough. I actually do have a little bit of that mentality, is it's like, worry about the things that are worth worrying about, and for everything else, there's MasterCard. I mean, for everything else, you just gotta let it go. Let it go. Let it go. Elemental reactor operator. Do you has the sad? Picking flowers, are we? 56 bunches of weeds on the ground, 56 bunches of weeds. Rip one out, added to the mound. 55 bunches of weeds in the... What? I'm not neglecting my duties, I swear. I was in need of a little break, you see. But then I found myself unable to relax at all. So I went on a walk. And then I noticed these weeds. And... pleasant conversation partners and oh so fuzzy? Goodness me, that does sound like a much better way to relax. I'm on my way, fuzzy rabbits! They're so fluffy I could die! Oof. Deep breaths. My goodness, my chest is tight. Am I dying? Is this what dying feels like? I have had one horrible panic attack in my life, and it actually felt like I was dying. It actually felt like I was dying. So I highly empathize with people who have panic attacks, and I actually empathize with this guy a lot because it was the, like, laying on the floor, body going numb, hardly breathing, feeling like I was dying. It was not an enjoyable experience, and one that I hope never to repeat. Oh, do pardon me. I didn't see you there. There's no cause for concern, I assure you. No cause for concern, even though we may need to depart at any moment. And if the hull I designed buckles under the strain, the entire vessel may explode on launch, claiming countless lives and doing all mankind. But that's highly unlikely. Yes, highly unlikely. Highly unlikely. Oh, visitors can help me triple check for structural flaws, you say? Why, that would be wonderful. I'm breathing more easily already. Do you has the sad? Oh, we gotta find 8 people that has the sad? Only 8, that's not too bad. Harsh, do you has the sad? Is this your coping mechanism? Dancing is your coping mechanism. Aha! The end of the world is nigh, yet the work goes no faster. Schedules are temporal things. Schedules are such temperamental things. Feasible one moment, utter bullocks the next. And yet, I've never felt so alive! This one is beyond your help. Only sleep can save her now. No, Harsh, come back! I was gonna get a picture of you two dancing together. Oh, will she dance again? Oh, wait, what'd she say? I can't stop now. I've got my second wind. Or my second wind. My 15th wind. Gonna have to log for the night. Have fun. Thank you, Orwin. It's so cool seeing you again. I really appreciate you being able to stop by and hang out with your awesome gear. You're one of our oldest friends here, and we really appreciate it. You, yes, you idiot. Have you seen an envelope lying around? This impeccable imbecile refuses to give me the alchemic that I ordered without that bloody slip of parchment. I can look for it, I guess. It's rare that you see somebody bald. Unless your friends have a spell to make me remember where I dropped my darn envelope, I doubt they'll be more help than you. And you've wasted enough of my time already. It would be unfortunate for all involved to inflict this man upon the Lopporits. You want to talk to me again? Did I drop it on the path? Did I leave it at your home? Why, in the 7 blasted hells can I never find the things when I need them? They're always in the last place that you look. Have you considered looking in the last place that you might have had it? Do you has the sad? You do has the cool glasses. My face? What's wrong with my... well, perhaps I'm a bit tense. I was tasked with ensuring that the proper fauna, and only the proper fauna, are brought with us to the moon. However, the suitability of a few species is still under debate, and I can hardly make the decision myself when I know so little about the environment up there. We actually know people who would be able to tell you exactly the environment up there. Including the Lopporits in our discussion is a wonderful idea. I absolutely will, thank you. Perhaps their biology itself might offer some clue as well. Small. Small. Alright, y'all ready for this? Anija. Anija. An Anija. 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 Careful walking through this area, outsider. The Skatine are ever watchful of the goings-on. One wrong move could mean your eyes. Huh, I just... Oh, wait, dear, do you believe me? Wait, the what? The Skatine? Have we seen Skatine? Skatine? Huh? Running calculations in your head? Consult our collaborators. I suppose that'd be more effective than sitting here brooding. I'm attempting to calculate how much cargo we can consolidate into fewer trips. Should the ether burner make our original estimates unfeasible? But there are simply too many variables. I feel as if my brow will turn inside out. But perhaps our lunar associates will have more insight into how much weight constitutes too much weight for our purposes. Thank you for letting me know. Actually, also kind of felt like that today. There was a problem, not really a problem, but just a challenge that I had at work that, I kid you not, I just had to like stand and do a little walk around and just like chew on what the problem was. And as a verbal processor, I ended up actually talking with a coworker who helped a ton. So sometimes just talking with somebody can kind of help organize things in your head. How might I help you? Well, do you need help? Oh, what a lovely idea. I too noticed people becoming rather tense, so I rushed out to pluck some fresh and fragrant tea leaves. Now I need only track down 100 or so cups. But don't you worry, I can manage. I hope your plan to cheer everyone up goes well. Woman is doing better than you are. Just needs 100 or so cups. Do we have a cup of tea? I know Laliki has a cup of tea, but I don't think we have a cup of tea. We got cups of paint, but no tea. We already drank our 1 cup of tea, as the great Katara is aware of. Is that what? We only talked to 4 of 8? Oh man. We're still missing a bunch. We kind of have been scouring the outskirts a bit. Hiya! Up, come on. Up on the bush. Up on the bush, come on. You can do it, you can do it. I believe in you, Jake. Yeah! I knew he had the legs. You call these documents research? Not even worth wiping the privy floor with. Oh, geez, that's an insult. Worries, worries. I noticed the floating book earlier, Lovava. Worries, worries. No, I believe I'm fine, thank you. I've been confiding in my colleagues, and it's helped a lot. Can't recommend it enough. Researcher already has the support she needs. I literally was just talking about that. That sometimes talking with other people can be really helpful to kind of set things straight in your head. You kind of got to talk it through. I'm a very, very verbal processor, so... At least I'm not as overworked as sleep-deprived lady over there dancing. La-la dancing. There's a side quest in this zone that tells you more. About the floating book? Or about something I mentioned earlier? Have you heard anything on what's on the moon? I've no doubt that we can make it up there, but the searching for a new star part of the plan sounds awfully vague to me. I've asked the forum, but they will only tell us our collaborators have everything under control. Forgive me, but I don't feel particularly safe wandering through the sea of stars on goodness knows made by... On the stars, on goodness knows what, made by goodness knows who. Well, would you like to talk to them? They can tell you all about what they made, and where we're trying to go to. You mean to say I could speak to them directly? Amazing! I hope they like my questions. I'm sure you got lots of them. All right, let's follow the outside one more time, and then we'll check the inside. I hope there's nobody on the outside of the wall. That'll take us even more around. The watching you line. Oh, yeah. The Castine? Apologies, but I'm awaiting a delivery. Whatever it is, it will have to wait. Too busy to chat. Okay. What I like about this is you can talk to more people than the, you know, usually it's, you got to talk to 5 people or something, and everyone you talk to is somebody worth talking to. Where this, there's actually a whole lot of people to talk to, but not everyone is panicking, so. Nyjah. Just leave me to my misery. The forum can appoint someone else. Says Sai. I apologize. I simply don't know what to do. How am I supposed to pilot the Ark if I'm already falling apart under the pressure? You know a starship pilot that I might speak with? Truly? Yeah, they've been piloting in circles for the last 8,000 years. Well then, there's no time to waste. They can help me prepare for this monumental task. It would be a huge amount of pressure to fly a spaceship for the first time with everyone's weight on your shoulders. Like, everyone waiting on you. Is anything bothering me? Well, I've been loading cargo for bells now, so my back feels like a void sense played a piano on it. My back feels like a void sense played it as a piano. My feet and knees as drums and cymbals, too. The Gleaner seems fine, if in need of a break. Well, does anyone have some spare tea for the Gleaner? Tea would always help them a bit. No, we're not gonna miss anybody. We're gonna get them all. If you want a picture, Jake, it's up on the hill. Oh, Harshafon's dancing over there. Okay, yeah, we'll go grab a picture with Harsh in a second. Blasted assistants. Where have they gone off to at a time like this? Beg pardon, but I have not the time for idle chit-chat. I need to reconfirm that the ether levels are consistent throughout the vessel's machinery, and it seems I shall have to do so single-handedly. I swear when I find those assistants of mine... Would you like the Lopporits to help? The Lopporits are willing to help? Well, why didn't you say so? At least they won't moan about how they checked 24 times already and haven't slept in weeks. Lazy sods. I think those are things that are definitely worth mentioning, but I feel for you. Oh, it's a black mage! A black mage mammoth. Mammoths, unlike those made of flesh and blood, can actually keep secrets, which is why we employ them here. What secrets do you hold, little black mage? Or blue mage, I guess? What secrets do you hold, blue mage? I'll beat them out of you if I have to. Maybe they actually know all of the blue mage spells already. If you manage to catch them at the right time. And... there's like a brief moment. I love it. I think we got it. Alright, so you said up the hill, overlooking the plaza. Oh, off to work with me. Night! Or were you saying that there was just another person that was... Oh yeah, I already got that one. You're trying to help me find the last people. I see. I see. Yeah, I figured there was one up there. I think the only area that we haven't explored super well, besides like around behind this circle up here, is there's these two kind of pillars. I'm thinking there may be some people by these two pillars, one or both of these, so we're gonna check each side, and maybe that'll find us our last researchers. Thing is that because the area is so big, you actually have to like walk over close enough to render them. Like, we even see this person here, but there we go. Now we actually would be able to tell whether or not they had, you know, a quest symbol over their head. So, I don't think there's anybody over here. And we can also, this is actually a really good area to kind of look down and see if we notice anybody hiding in any corners. We can check around the other side. It looks like the top of the wall where the gear is spinning is actually walkable too, which is cool. The one in the center of the plaza, I think we've been through the plaza several times. I could be wrong though. Could be wrong. We'll go check it out here in a second, so. Right next to the Aetheryte. If it's right next to the Aetheryte and I missed it, I'm gonna feel really dumb. But yeah, this is a nice vantage point. Check the corners. You always gotta, you know, check the corners like Call of Duty. Corner? Corner? Nobody.